What's up, y'all? It's your girl Diana, and we are back, season 3, and I'm loving this female energy that I've been in 2023, and I'm loving that we're expanding. Besides actual artists or like music artists, we actually have an artist today. Okay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Randy. Yes, I I don't know. I'm an artist. I paint acrylic on canvas. This is pretty much my life.
Okay. So let's start from the beginning. What made you wanna actually start drawing, creating masterpieces?
I don't know. I think really it was just like the time, and I think a lot of people go back to COVID being a reason for a lot of hobbies starting things, but I didn't have anything to do. I was bored. I always have been creative, but I never had like a time to just, like really hone in and try something on a different level. So, what we were there for like in quarantine for like 30 years, but yeah, that's when I did it. Yeah. And so I just started getting into it, and I think it was for Christmas. I did a painting for my aunt, and then I posted it, and people were like, "Oh no, girl, like what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, y'all like it? Okay." So then I just started posting my paintings more, and then now I'm here.
No, dope.
Yeah.
So you went to Hampton.
Yeah, I went to Hampton.
Shout outs to Hampton.
HU, the real one.
Look, I'm not gonna say nothing because I've heard so much. I'm like, dang, I hang around with all you guys, and y'all all say the same thing, the real one. So, I'm not gonna say much, but you said it, not me. Okay.
There we go.
Right. So you went to Hampton for actually marketing.
So I majored in strategic communications, which is like journalism, but not broadcasting. So more like behind the scenes, like PR.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like writing, communications, podcasting, things like that. And then I minored in marketing. So just to like tie it in and kind of get like the best of both worlds. So yeah.
Okay. So do you feel like you've used that so far since you've been out of school?
Yes, in a way, because like strategic communications, it's really just like I really wanted to major in mass communications, which is kind of more like social media and stuff like that. But strategic communications touched a lot on that. So I was doing social media managing for like, I think it was just all of my senior year. I did it for the girls basketball team at Hampton, and then I just kind of like had my other branch just going in a role. So I was doing that thing, and I was just gonna use my marketing skills in that kind of way. But since then, for myself, which actually I didn't think I'd be doing. So yeah, like a lot of my Instagram and stuff like that is like I'm really like calculating stuff for my social media. So just using that side of it.
Okay, so what was your goal when you went to Hampton and you chose your majors? Like, what were you planning to do with those?
I don't know. So I went in, first of all, I would just say I do not like school.
Yeah.
So I was going to go to college, but I was going to go because of the experience. So when it came to like picking a major, I was like, I'm good at history. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I don't want to be a history teacher. I don't want to be in a museum. So I'm like, I don't know. And then my mom was like, you're good at writing. And I'm like, okay, but again, what am I going to do with that? So, yeah, I kind of was just like, okay, let's do writing, but maybe something that's like not like literature. So then she was like, okay, communications, mass communications. And at that time I had a YouTube. So she was like, oh, you could do mass communications. Like I could see you, that could help your social media, da, da, da. And this time, like 2018, their social media is like, it's growing, but people aren't understanding like this is a real business, like this is a job field. Yeah. So I was like, okay. Yeah. So then I was like, all right, strategic communications, because I wanted to go to Hampton. So I was like, whatever they have, they didn't have mass communications. So it was either broadcast or strategic. So I was like, all right, strategic, because I'm not going to be in front of a camera, even though I am.
Hey, look.
Even though I am. So it just, the way things turn out, you never know. So.
No, facts. Yeah. And so you said COVID started creating.
Yeah.
So when you younger, would you ever actually like be stuck into like the coloring books and stuff like that?
Yes. I didn't realize how much I was into art. Like I really had to sit down and like, because I was surprised. I was like, wait, I can paint like this. Like, I really like was shocked when I really started pushing myself. So I was like, there's no way like this talent just like popped up out of nowhere. So it's like, did I really like to do art? And then I thought about it and I was like, I was always in an art class. I was always in an art camp. I was the kid that liked to color at the dinner table when you go out, like
Okay.
always little stuff like that. My parents, they had me doing like little arts and crafts stuff around the room. Like
Yeah.
we had an art room downstairs. So I'm like, okay, I've been around art pretty much my whole life, not
Yeah.
even knowing. So yeah.
That's amazing. Do you have like a favorite art piece you've done so far?
I think this one, I'm not even gonna lie, I think this is
Love
my
that
favorite one right now. Only because I really was like, I'm gonna try to do this one picture that I saw, and I don't know how it's gonna turn out. And then I did it, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, let me add my own little touch to it. So that's the lettering, because I always do a lot of lettering in my art pieces. So I think this one kind of just shows my range. And then I go back to stuff like that, where it's just like street style and graffiti and like, little cartoon stuff. But I can do the real stuff too. So
Yeah, no,
yeah, I do back and
definitely.
forth.
I love that. How would you describe your art or your style?
I would describe it again, like definitely street style, realism, like that. I use a lot of colors. That's probably like where I start my ideas with. I start with what colors I want to use, and then I don't know. It's just a lot of lettering. I use a lot of lettering. I really have realized that, and it comes to me like overnight, and then I'm like, let me figure out how I'm gonna do it, and then I pick the colors, and then
Yeah.
it goes from there, and I just do it. So it's a process, but at the same time, it's like, oh, I like orange today. Let me do something with orange. Yeah.
Okay, dope. So you said you've never really actually went and put yourself out. Like, you were at Shaken Culture Festival, and I highly appreciate you so much for the
Yes, it was so
patience.
fun.
I'm glad you had fun. So can we expect more of that? Do you feel like after that experience, you're like, I could actually do my own like museum type of thing and showcase my work?
Yeah, I think like the biggest part of that, on social media, you get compliments, you get these comments, DMs, whatever. But having people like walk up to me and really be like, girl, like, I don't know who this person is, but they're like, you need to do something with this.
Yeah.
Like, you need to start doing NFTs. You need to do this. You need that. Here's my content. Da, da, da. Like, it was like, oh, okay. Like, you guys like it. And I didn't want to like, lowball myself and say that I didn't think I was good. But the compliments and like the people taking the time out to really like,
The reassurance.
yeah, it's really, really good. So I think I will.
I'm
We'll keep doing
glad you
that.
should. Have you ever made any of these like stickers or anything like that?
No, so I'm really working on trying to expand. I just got an iPad. That was like my investment for my art right now, to just start doing some digital work so I don't have to always take all the paint out and clean the brushes and do all of that. I can actually like, lay in my bed and paint, be lazy, be on the airplane and draw a little bit, like, do little things like that. So now that I've gotten that, I can really start just like playing around. So stickers for sure. I've just like started looking at some websites so I can like, I think Printify is what it's called. Just, start seeing what I can do with it. My mom was like, oh, you should do iPad covers. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
you could.
we'll see. So
Yeah, and then the marketing behind that, you already majored in that, so I feel like you know how to
yeah.
move.
Yeah, and I had no clue. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I did not think marketing and like everything I was learning in college would like help me as a person and what I want to do with my hobbies. I didn't even think I was be painting.
Yeah.
So all of it is just like tying together, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is why I did that. This is why I hung into college and I didn't leave.
Yeah,
This is
shout
why
out
all
to
of this
you.
stuff. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Were you born and raised in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay, what part of Atlanta?
Right by Vinings. I don't know. That's like Cobb. So.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
you're really not Atlanta type of thing?
I mean, it's really close. I'm not even. It's really close. It's.
It's really small though. I actually went there once and it was like, oh wow.
I mean, it's right by Smyrna, or it's
Yeah.
like Smyrna area. So I live now in Midtown, so that for sure is a different feeling.
Yeah.
100%. Well, they like call it Upper West Side Midtown. I'm like, what is that? And where are all these new
Complicated.
buildings? Like,
Yeah.
what is that? So that's where I stay now, but definitely was in the suburb area, I guess, if that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, so I do love how you I feel like when you go on your page, you capture a female's body. I love that because you
Thank
capture
you.
that perfectly. Is
Thank you.
there like you love that? Like explain a little bit more about
I
that.
don't know. Like, I have no clue because I decided that I wanted to do like a solo show. And at first, I was going to title it like a woman's worth and it was going to be about women. So
Okay.
at first, I was like, okay, girls, girls, girls. But then I was like, wait, all my other paintings have girls in it too. Like, I can really choose from like a bunch of other stuff that I've done. So I'm just now realizing that I really do a lot of women's faces and stuff. I don't know. I think I'm just drawn to it, or um, I don't know. That's a good question. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women in my stuff. Like I'm literally looking at two right now.
Yeah, no, and I love that though because it's you give different perspective of it, and the details of it. So it's not just the one thing like, oh, you're gonna see this person specifically, but you see the different details. But I'm a very detailed person. Like, oh, okay, look at the shades. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know shit about it. Don't know shit about art, so don't come at me. But it's like you could tell though if you're a detailed person and you see it, I'm like, okay. The way she's holding her body, the way this, you could just
I see
read
what you
off
mean.
of it. Yeah, that's why I'm like I
Thank
enjoy it.
you.
Like I love watching your art and seeing your
Thank
art.
you.
And also on your social media, you actually put like, if I'm not mistaken, was it a reel that you posted when you were like outside and painting, or was it an IG story or
Oh,
an IG live? I don't know. But you were like painting, and I was like, wow, like it does take a process, but you look so at peace.
oh yeah. When I'm painting, like I'm in my zone. Like I always explain it like I'm in like a bubble, and as I'm painting, I play my music, I set everything up, and I can paint for a whole day. I'll put my phone up, and I'm
Yeah.
done. So, yeah. And I used to do it outside on my balcony. So that was probably what you saw. That
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do it now because it's cold. But
Yeah.
that being outside on my balcony, fresh air, have my music playing, like that was my thing during the summer. So I'm excited to get it back. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I
no, I
definitely get in
bet.
the zone.
So what's your creative process when you're working on art?
Um, okay, so they all start with ideas. Like in my head, I really have the finished product of what I'm looking at or what I want to be looking at by the end of the day or two. But yeah, start with colors again. And sometimes I go through Pinterest and kind of just like mood board, I guess, just get some ideas, get a vibe, see some colors together. Um, I listen to music, so in the back of this one is "We Gonna Make It" by Jadakiss. You can't really see it too well, but that's kind of purposeful. But I listen to music. Sometimes I include that. There's some quotes that I see on Instagram. I save those sometimes. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like it's really just like constant inputting into what I want to do for like thousands of paintings. And then when I find a size that I like, or when I finally like, okay, I know what layers I want to do or how I'm going to twist it to do it my own way, then I do it. So that's why this one is not done. I brought some inside.
Nice.
Yeah, so this one's not done. It's a lot going on, but once I finish it, y'all see where I'm trying to go with it. So, yeah.
Okay. Do you do like any commission work?
So I do. I've tried to slow down on doing commission work right now because I need to like build my collection so I can have things to sell, things to show. Just have things on hand because
Yeah.
I never thought I would be called.
Yeah.
People would be like, okay, bring 2 canvases, or okay, can you bring this to a thing?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I need to have some stuff on hand. So right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping this stuff and making some original work, but I've been doing maybe like 2 or 3 commissions a month, and then that carries me on to the next month, and maybe I'll do like 1 or 2, and then so it's kind of like that. Right now I'm working on a couple, and I'm pushing like my limit what I accept for myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's money, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. Perfect. So, what's next? What is next with the art?
What is next? I have no clue. I'm definitely taking it more serious. Like I said, this is so new. I've been selling my art for a year now, about a year and a half. So I'm like, okay, let me figure out like where am I? Like what am I doing for real? Like okay, they expect a website, they expect this, they want to see this, da, 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 da. So I'm just trying to like sort things out and like have a real set situation going on. Definitely getting into like bettering my preservations for things. So like making sure I use really good quality paint and, you know, hiring up things so that the price really is like, no, like you getting some good stuff and you're gonna have it for years.
Yes.
Certificates, so certificate of authentication, like getting little things about my business together so that we can, you know, be ready when somebody on another level is like, come on, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I'm ready, I have everything. So doing that, my mom's been helping me a lot because I'm like, shout out to her, because for real, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing out here. I didn't want to be an entrepreneur, so help me, guide me, let me do something. So I've been just taking little steps and getting some tips and tricks from her, and collaborating with people and just making more work. So we're just moving. I don't know where I'm going.
And that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Just, you know, you obviously have something. And now it's just like, let me take it and run with it. And I love that for you.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm so excited for you, especially because this is your first interview.
Yes, thank you for having me. This is like,
Sick.
Hi, microphone.
No, I love when you had to hit me up with my DMs like artist, and I was like, I hope she meant like an artist because I was like, I have enough artists.
Yeah, you don't want me to sing, right? I'm not one of them.
Look, that's two of us. We're definitely not one of them. Maybe
if it goes real loud, like.
Girl, what? Same.
But yeah.
So where can we follow you at? How can we support you? Your art? Where can we purchase your art?
Okay.
Do you have any art on sale right now?
Okay, so commission work right now. So no art for sale probably until like June. These might be for sale. I don't know. I don't want to say anything because I have no clue. But commission work for sure. You can find me at my main page, which is Randi Warhol _ Randi with an I. And then my art page is One Artist, One Flow with the number one. So, yeah.
Yeah, oh, dope. And do we expect a website this year?
Yeah, a website is in the making. That's for sure. Like, the website is coming soon, probably within this month, because, yeah, the Instagram DMs, it's just you lose. I don't know who I'm talking to. And, yeah.
I definitely feel you.
Yes.
Oh, my God. But since I have you here already. So, I've been wanting to do, like, a sip and paint thing.
Okay.
And I would want to see if you could help me with it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, let me ask somebody that actually does the art stuff, you know. And I would love to. We could do like a collab type of thing, you know.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Display your work and have a sip and paint, like a sip and paint wine night type of thing.
Wine night. Love that.
And we in March is Women's History Month, so I definitely appreciate you coming out.
Yes, this is so great.
And hopefully, look, we need to do another catch up to see what we're doing next year in 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Not here.
Really?
I don't know. No. I don't know where I'm gonna be. Like I have some big goals, so I'll just say that. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna keep on keeping on with my art. So
yeah,
hopefully I'm on the train. Everything clicks. Everything feels right. So everything works really easily and just comes into play. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go do it. Let's do a podcast.
Aligning for you.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Look, well, we hope this brings more traction to your page, which we know it will, because we're gonna be pushing you that whole week, you know, and then so you know whatever you need, girl, I'm here for it. If you need to be like display anything, I'm like, girl, check on my girl.
And let me know, because there's so many canvases in my house right now. I'm like, look, I don't like hanging up my own work. So I have like 2 hung up, and I can't, because I'm just going to sit and nitpick it and stare at it and like, no. So I'm starting to need some places where my canvases can just, be babysat, and then I'm like, all right, come on, you're going to this gallery today.
Look, definitely. Like, we're here for it. But thank you so much once again. I appreciate you for your patience as always. And yeah, but I'll put everything on her link down below. And until next time, guys. Shake it up. 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 On trips I never